Hey, beautiful people. Welcome to Nigga 86. My name's Isaiah, and today we're going to be talking about Undertone. So it looks like this was actually already screened in 2025. It just didn't get released in worldwide theaters until 2026 here. So the second weekend of March, I went to go see this one. It stars Nina Kiri, which is the lead actress, and also her mom, or the character that plays her mom, played by Michelle Duquet. She did a great job, by the way. Director and writer is going to be Ian Twyson. So the actress Nina, her character Evie, she plays a podcaster. She's a successful podcaster, and she has a co-host, which is off-screen, but he interacts with her when they do their podcast. But besides all that, the kind of drama she's going through, Evie is going through, her mom is sick, terminal illness probably. She's about to die. She's bedridden, okay? She also finds out she's pregnant. So she has this life going on, right? She calls her friend, and over the phone, they discuss before they record their podcast, like what the episode's going to be about, yada, yada, yada. He says he got an email, and a mysterious email with 10 attachments, 10 audio files. He thinks that they should reveal them and talk about them on their podcast as content. That's where the story starts. And then you see the culmination of, opening this chain letter or whatever it is, right? And so I want to say entity because I don't want to spoil what the actual force is behind what's going on. This entity is supposedly attached to this email. I give it to the direction, the script, the story, but above all that, the sound design is incredible. It's nothing new, it's nothing groundbreaking, but it uses familiar tropes like whispering, random auditory sounds, feedback from the connection, as well as an underlying score, but then also, like I said, creepy whispers, spoken word in reverse. So you get a bunch of creepy stuff like that. So nothing new. It's just the way the director put it together. What was amazing. He really did a good job of balancing camera angles, sound, and then the story. All three really worked well together. So yeah, I praise the direction for the pacing as far as the setting the atmosphere. It was creating such a creepy atmosphere. I think that's what really sold it. I'm going to read from my notes here real quick. All right, so there is funny dialogue, especially the line, "I know what you need." The friend is saying that to Evie. And Evie replies, "Yeah, a lobotomy." That was hilarious. That's right up my alley. Dark humor. Dialogue and story and acting pretty believable. Camera angles, minimal lighting. Story is simple and linear, depending on the audio and psychological horror elements than in your face action and dialogue. So there's not cheap jump scares. You're just tense all the time saying, what's going to happen? Am I preparing myself to get scared here? Stuff like that, right? And the lore. I don't want to give it away, but it's in the lines of children's, how do you say it? Fairy tales or children's story, like Baba Black Sheep, London Bridge is Falling Down. There's they dissect that. Like, what does children's songs really mean? So there's lore behind that, and they build off of that creepy, dark vibe. Camera angles work well with acting, music, and story, as well as very dark atmosphere. What doesn't work? The pacing is too slow. Very slow, and the climax is underwhelming. There's not really a huge payoff. There's no star power here. So if you're looking for star power, someone you really love to watch, it's not here. And that's what I got. So whatever happened, they probably made a lot of good money off of this because the budget was super low. One setting, one contained setting, and minimal actors on screen. It's just the daughter and the mom. Yeah, so given all that, there are flaws in my perspective. So I'm rating this one a 7, just a solid 7. About streaming, should you wait or not? This one's kind of either or. Like if you're going to go see it in theaters, you're going to go see it because of the immersive sound, right? So go do that. But if you already have a setup at home, you could wait for it to stream, but you must have either a good sound system or wear good headphones. Those are my suggestions. I think that's it, guys. I'm done. Thanks for joining me, guys. Everyone's a critic, right? All right, have a great day.